Kim Loo Sisters, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the very same old story.
We took the name Kim Loo Sisters. Daddy's name was Louis Gam, but we said Gam doesn't sound good. Well, why don't we just say Kim? Said, oh, Kim sounds good.
It rolls off the
And
tongue.
so
Yeah,
we
better.
It was good for the marquee.
Kim Loo. Yeah, it's short
Good for
and
the
nice.
short carved marquee.
So it was the 4 Kim Loo sisters. Janae came to us and said, I have fallen in love and would like to leave the act. We said, what do you mean, leave the act? We just got it going with the 4 of us.
The 4 of us.
I said.
You said.
Okay, go. You're in love. Go.
And I said, no, you can't leave us. She broke my heart. I said, there was the 4 of us all the time. I mean, we ate the same thing. We dressed the same way. We did everything together. I don't think I ever forgave her.
Yes, you did.
I guess I did.
My husband-to-be was at Beloit College in Wisconsin. His family thought that someone who was on the stage was not an appropriate girl to marry. That's what we decided, that I would leave the act and go back to Minneapolis and go to designing school.
And your mother didn't want you to marry?
No, she didn't want me to leave the act to begin with. She didn't want to break up the act. She thought it would break up the act, but it didn't.
We were in New York, and our agent said, kids, they want talent for the USO. Okay, what would we have to do? You have to join the USO. We said, okay, and we got USO uniforms, we had our act together, and we did all of that, and we went by ship to Italy.
We were based in Caserta, which is outside of Naples, and then we'd fly cargo ships to wherever, we're needed.
Happy birthday. Oh, this is Jack, my husband.
The spotlight falls on Jack Purcell, a young fellow who is really topped in his line, which happens to be guitar playing.
My late husband died at 49 years old, and I was devastated.
I met my husband in the USO show that we had done.
Trumpet player.
I got married in Fort Knox and then came back to New York to continue, show business. And finally I said, no, it's time that I just leave. All the wonderful memories flood back, and you're still missed. All of the camaraderie that we all had as children, all the way through to grown-up women.
My father-in-law was a very famous general from Guangxi. Chiang Kai-shek was running for president, and General Lee was running for vice president. Communists were too close to Beijing. We couldn't travel. It was blackout at night. You couldn't get food. You couldn't get rice. And money was worthless. You used to carry it in a grocery bag, packs and packs and packs of $1 million to try to buy something. Then it got even worse. They didn't want the money.
2 immigrants, one from China, one from Europe, came to this country to better their lives.
Ended up in Minnesota. The middle of the country.
Oh, won't you take me out to the ball game? You don't have to buy me diamond rings or sable. I'll be satisfied as long as you are able to buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back.
On the way, coming back to this country, they stopped the train. They said, get these 3 Chinese girls off the train. Sat us at the train station, and they said, we're taking off. We were all American citizens. They had all of our papers in Washington. It was horrible.
Unbelievable.
If that isn't discrimination, I don't know what is.
It was wartime. People were hesitant to rent, to people who looked foreign. They would ask our nationality, and then they say they didn't have room.
She could not get married in California
Yeah.
because of the Chinese Exclusion Act.
Bum, 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 we're swinging.
We went to this grade school, Corcoran
High School.
Corcoran.
She's all right.
And we loved it. We thought it was great. We were with the children until the principal called Mama. And the other children in our classes were so jealous of us that the mother said, those girls are wearing theatrical clothes to school. No way did we wear theatrical clothes. Mama made our dresses, and we were so
We
neat.
were
and so,
always in style.
and we said, okay, Mama, that's enough. That's enough. We don't have to go to public school.
We can go back on
we
the
can go
road.
back on the road. We had a tutor, and we did all of our studying and all of our homework between shows. 4 and 5 shows a day.
Our agent sent our pictures to George White. And when George White saw it, he said, oh, 2 short and 2 tall girls. He said, there are 2 sets of twins. And that's how we were billed.
My father in Minneapolis used to hear us on the radio station.
Here is Ina Ray Hutton and her orchestra coming from New York City. And here are the Kim Loo Sisters.
The Kim Loo Sisters, ladies and gentlemen.
Root, scream, yell for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.